Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always.
Yo, what's up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. What is up, guys? Oh my gosh, we actually made it here early. Who would have thought? Sorry for the no music on the starting soon. For whatever reason, yesterday it still wanted to flag me, but this made it a little bit easier for me to get the stuff set up that usually I have to do for the first couple minutes whenever we swap. But we're good to go. So good morning, good morning. How you guys feeling? He can almost never get it right. Hell yeah. Yo, real quick, Ozzy, thank you for the gifted subs. 2 subs? I believe that's correct. Yo, good to see you guys. Let me pull up my chat over here on Le Pump real quick. So we have all the chats up. I think we're good to go. We just gotta launch the old TikTok stream in just a second. We got Battlefield currently starting up, it says. So perhaps we'll have Battlefield in a moment. But how are we feeling, guys? Yo, Drake, what's up, man? Good to see you. Ozzy, thank you for the 2 gifted. Rimlock, Scyther, I saw you. Finally a sub again. Welcome back, welcome back. Let's see here. AOJ Ben Jammin. What's up, dude? What's up? You guys make sure you get entered to win the free gaming PC. Okay. Where is allow access? There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, we got it. We got it. Okay. 1 second here. Game capture, Battlefield 6, and show me the money. There it is. Let's go, baby. And we're up on TikTok. Woo, we made it. We're here. Game servers are currently at max capacity. You have been placed in a queue. You'll be connected to online services as soon as there is an available space. All right, this better not take long. If this takes forever, I'm out. All right, we'll see. We'll see how fast this goes. Hey, listen. Here's the truth though. Here's the truth though. All right, chat. It cannot be for anybody in the chat that played New World. Okay, it cannot be as bad as New World was. Okay. We waited 5 hours to get into the game. Played for 1 hour. Game crashed. Put me back into a queue. Had to wait in queue for another 3 to 4 hours. Got in. After that, you had to wait like 12 hours. So yo, what's up, Josh? How you doing, man? What's up, TikTok? Welcome in, guys. The game died so fast. So it was pretty popular for a while, but it did die pretty quick. I heard it's a lot better now. It's funny because they went back on like a bunch of shit. They're like, listen, we want players to have to actually commit to moving across the world. So we're not going to be doing fast travel or mounts or anything like that. They have mounts now. Drake, how are you liking Rivals? If you want to play campaign, do you have to wait? I think so. I don't know if you can play single player offline or not. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is my game loaded up. It said hit space to continue, and I was automatically put in the queue. So no, Ozzy, I have been back on, but listen. Last month was really busy for me with all this stuff with like Pump, right? And so I barely had time to like get on Rivals to record to get content, right? I'm in lobby. Hell yeah. Josh, thanks for the heart me, man. All right, so at this rate, it doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad. It's going down pretty quick, I guess. I think it's okay, this is my complaint. Okay, I don't mind waiting in a queue, provided that my experience once I get in is good. Okay, I don't want to see like errors and a bunch of lag and the servers behaving like really poorly. If I get through the queue and then I'm good for the entire session, I'm cool. If I get in here and I start having problems, I'm going to be annoyed. But I think it is a little weird for us to have a beta and then see that clearly we're going to have a bunch of people playing on day one. Like we know how many people have pre-order and preload and all this stuff, and to not have enough servers, kind of weird. I mean, EA has never had a game with server issues, so I'm sure it's fine. It's true. You know, we can look at Apex as an example. EA has never had issues with a day one game release or season release. They've never had server issues. They've never had netcode errors. They've never had their game randomly crash. So I think honestly, overall, it's probably a good sign that we will have zero issues today. Yeah, everything I just said was sarcasm. I hope everybody knows that. Zachary, he said, you're wrong. You don't remember when Valkyrie dropped, literally no one could play for 5 to 7 hours? Yeah, Zachary, that goes back to the whole sarcasm thing. Playing Apex, you know, consistently since season 8 and playing since season 0 in general. I think it would be easier to count the number of times that a new season or update has come out and Apex didn't have issues than to count the number of times that they did, because it's so rare. Yeah, it could, Drake, that's what I was talking about yesterday. It could be good. EA getting, you know, bought out means new leadership, new people making decisions. It could be really good for the game. Urban Zoo, not today, man. See you on the battlefield, American. Let's go, dude. Yeah. I think I think that EA with the current leadership, well, isn't the buyout not finalized yet? It's like in the air. They have to clear a few things before it can happen, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So like my thing is that like we've seen the current leadership at EA make a lot of really bad mistakes, right? They tied Respawn's hands for years. Like Respawn did a lot of like AMAs, and EA has made it like up until this point, the current leadership has made it clear that like they put more effort into like collection events and people spending money on the game and finding ways to get more money from the players. So with like in those AMAs, Respawn talked about a bunch of things that they wanted to do that they weren't allowed to do, right? Like new weapons, new game modes, things like upgrading the engine to the newest version, new servers, stuff like that. And EA said no to all of it. Then we saw that decline with Apex in like season 20 through like 22 or 23, whatever it was. And then I think EA noticed that they were like gonna lose the Apex player base like completely. So then they started allowing them to like do things. That's why like now they said every season of Apex we're gonna get a new character, a new map, or a new weapon. So far that has been true. We got Sparrow, and then we got the RE45. We have E District, then we had the daytime version of E District. So since they made that promise, they haven't failed to do that. But I want to see in the long term, I want to see Apex get updated to the newest engine so we stop having weird bugs and weird issues. Audio would get fixed. I want to see this new company take over EA and then give us the ability to customize custom games at the same level that Halo lets us do it. I want to be able to control what guns spawn on the ground. I want to control how much health and armor players start with. I want to control if I want wacky shit, like if I want Krabers to shoot frag grenades whenever I shoot it, I want to be able to do that. And then like low gravity, super speed, like let us do all that shit in Apex. Can you imagine the amount of content we could make? I didn't pay $100 for the game. I just got EA Pro Play, which was like $15, and it gives you access on day one. And that way, if I don't enjoy the game, then I only spent $15 to play it instead of $100. EA privately owned, which could be good or bad. Yeah, exactly. We have to wait and see. We're up. Wait, can you guys see me? I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. It was some kind of dip with the connection there. That was weird. Nothing crashed. We're still here. Ross, how we doing, man? Yeah, it like nothing crashed. It was just like a Wait, can you guys hear me? I'll be honest, I have no idea what just happened. Like, we had that little dip. I think what might have happened is that my internet really did like mess up for a second. That's why the stream like lagged. And then I think it disconnected me from the servers, which is a little unfortunate, but not the game's fault. So RIP. I guess I have to get back into the queue I was almost through. Little annoying. Not the game's fault though. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't really know what happened there. Yeah, that was kind of strange. Okay. Why is it so loud when I'm sitting in queue? That's why I muted. It was so loud. All right, game's coming back up, guys. Sorry about that. I don't really know what happened, but anyways. Game's booting back up right now. Hopefully the queue did not get game's fault for sure. I think my internet really did dip for a second because it showed at the bottom of OBS, it shows me my connection speed and it like dropped to 0 and then it went back up and that's when it reconnected, but nothing crashed. But I might have gotten disconnected in that time. Anyways, what I was talking about was them changing the RE45. I mean, we had so many close range light ammo weapons. I think it made sense to kind of try and balance it out a little bit because we only had the Volt. Mic check. Mic check. You guys, I think maybe there's a new GPU update that I didn't see. Sabotage right now.